All right. Let's pop through a few more, eh? Note card, practice. My hope is that you'll try to do the best you can. I try to make it as easy as possible. You don't want to count?
Yeah.
All right. I think partly this logarithm part here is pretty simple. I think it's the part you can make some hay on. You can always grab your calculator and do everything in your calculator, but you know, there are some simpler options, which I will do here. All right, division. We're gonna write it as one log. And we can do that if there's a minus by dividing. I think that would be 81 to 43 divided by 3. So you can go straight in your calculator now and put log of 81 divided by log of 3. Okay, that'll work. Probably the option that most of you are probably going to be interested in. You could also write it as log base 3 of 3 to the 4th power. And then you know that would be 4 log base 3, 3. Remember what log base 3, 3 is? 1. So the answer is 4. Yeah, 243 divided by 3. You can put the whole thing in your calculator, it would work too. This guy here, number 12. Remember, if we have an exponent, we can bring it out front of the log, so we can have -1 out front. Oops, I'm at the right log there, I put a 0. Then we can have log base 3. 9 would be 3 to the 2nd. In turn, we can bring that 2 out front. So basically, we're gonna have 2 times -1 log base 3, 3. Of course, log base 3, 3 is 1. So we end up, this guy is just -2. Again, calculator can solve some of these without going through all that, but just showing you the math behind it. Sound good? Remember, your exam grade is what you get. There's no 57s on the exam. So if you get a 25, you get a 25. That's going to affect your grade. It's 10%. Something like that, I think, right? So try not to blow it off too much. I know it's beautiful weather. Trust me, I don't want to be hanging out here either, but we have to finish strong, okay? So finish strong. Run the course. And the finish line is near. Let's get there together. Again, you can go right in your calculator with this guy. Log of 125 divided by log of 5. You can also write it with the same base. Log base 5 of 5 to the 3rd, which would in turn bring the 3 out front. You'd be left with log base 5, 5, of course, which is 1. 1 times 3 would be 3. With that being said, you might just want to grab the calculator right here, round to the nearest tenth. This is going to be log of 216 divided by log of 36. Most of us just go ahead and slap that in your calculator. Get that thing evaluated there. Anybody want to throw something out at me that might throw it in real quick? Round to the nearest tenth. Log 216 divided by log 36. 1.5. So there is no rounding there, so it is 1.5. There is a way to do that without putting a calculator, but for the most part, we'll stick with that. I don't want to go too fast. Everybody okay? If I start going too fast, slow me down. Back in black. All right, this guy right here has an equal sign between them, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of work. This is gonna be 5 to the x plus 6. 25 would be 5 to the third, and we still have that x. So why do I do that? It's so I can drop those 5s. So now I end up with x plus 6 equals 3x. So I got those same base. So that's pretty cool. I can drop that. And I will minus x. And I will be with 6 equals 2x divided by 2. And I'm down to x equaling 3. Everybody good through 15 there? $16, simplify. Well, we have ln of e, we can bring that out, it'd be negative 6x ln e. Anybody remember what ln e is equal to? It is 1. Okay, so this thing really just simplifies to what? Negative 6x. Distance varies directly as time because as time increases the distance. There's a bunch of hubbub there, a bunch of words to get through, but basically this is a very, very simple problem. I'm going to take 18, I want to go 18,425 feet. And I'm doing 335 feet per second. All I have to do is divide. Okay. And you'll get how long it would take. This one's pretty simple, isn't it? Anybody throw that in so we get an answer up there? 55 seconds. Number 18, the volume of a cylinder. I give you the first information. It should be volume is equal to some K R squared height. Well, I'm going to tell you straight up that K for this problem is pi. So then you're going to come here and just figure that out. So it's going to be volume is equal to my pi times 6 times 36. So this would be centimeters squared. This is centimeters. So you're going to end up with centimeters cubed. I think it'll be the same formula for or the exam. Anybody getting an idea there? What's that? 25 seems like a small number. 25 seems small to me. What is it?
678.
678, you able to generate close to that? Is that it? 678, and that would be centimeters cubed. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. I would probably go a couple more decimals there, but I'm not concerned. You'll see on the exam, you know what the answers are, you'll know. Everybody feel okay about 18? Remember, we did find K, but, you know, I'm just gonna give you K as pi here. All right, moving into some of the rational numbers and rational stuff here. Here's where we gotta do a lot more factoring. So let's see if we can take a GCF out here. It looks like 6y will come out. I'd be left with y squared minus 3. Here we're looking at taking out a y and be left with y minus 3. Identify, so I'm just kind of simplifying it, took GCFs out there. Y cannot be, remember, whatever would make this go to 0, so y cannot be. Well, if I plug 0 in for y, I'm gonna get 0, so y can't be 0. And the other option is y can't be, solving for that binomial, y can't be 3. So you're gonna have that part of it, and then it's gonna say, can you simplify the expression? Well, we can. There's something that does cancel, and that would be this y, and this y can cancel. So our simplified expression would be 6 y squared minus 3 over y minus 3. Don't try to cancel those because they're not the same. This is the meat and potatoes of the exam right into here. It's going to take you some time to do some of these problems through here. Those logs went pretty quickly, but now you're going to be simplifying. You're going to have to do some factoring. So this will be a little bit more time-consuming part of it. I know each question is worth the same amount, so make sure you get the easy ones, right? And then dig in on the tougher ones, like, you know, maybe like this one right here. All right, I'm gonna take that top and rewrite it as negative x squared. I'm gonna put it in standard form. Okay. Next, I'm gonna take that top one and take negative 1 out because I just don't like my x squared being negative. So when I take that negative out, I gotta take it out of all the terms there. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm gonna go ahead and factor this bottom. Negative, negative, so one's negative, one positive, factors of 12, difference of 1 would be 4, so this is gonna be x minus 4 and x plus 3. We still got a little bit of work to do. We're still gonna factor this top, and then we gotta figure out what we're undefined. So this top still does have negative 1 out front. Factors of 4, 1 and 4. So we're gonna have x minus 4 and x plus 1. We're still over x minus 4 and x plus 3. Okay, so that all got us to the point where now we can answer our questions. Where are we undefined? Well, we're undefined at x cannot be what? Positive 4 and negative 3. So we can't be, that's where our denominator goes to 0. Is everybody clear there? And can we simplify? Yeah, we got some canceling to be done. And so we would be left with -1 out front. X plus 1 on top. And X plus 3. So the black color there is the correct answer when we're done. Again, that's a little bit more meat and potatoes on that one. Gotta hang in there. The other option is you just yes and move on. Yes. I hope you don't do that, but it's possible. Everybody good? Let's keep grinding a little bit more here. We're on to divide. Remember, this is really a simple problem. We're just gonna simplify. So we're gonna take the second one, right? So we have the first one up here, the first part. We're gonna take it and invert it and multiply. So 9y to the 7th on top over 16. And now we're just gonna do our basic canceling of anything we can. I'm sorry, that's y to the 7th. So, you know what, those 9s are staring at me. I'm just gonna get rid of them. I got one on top, one on bottom, right? And then I don't have to worry about those anymore, so I'm just gonna get rid of those. If you want, we can just write it out from here. We're gonna have 4x to the 8th on top, y to the 7th, over 16, x to the 7th, y. All right, 4 over 16, that's 1/4, right? And that'd be 1 on top, and I'm not gonna write it, I'm gonna end up with an x up there, because there's 8 x's and 7, and I'm gonna end up with how many y's left up top? Just 6 of those, right? So 4 over 16 simplifies to 1/4. We won't write that 1 out in front of x, never do. And there you have it. Still okay, folks? Again, I don't want to go too fast, but is everybody moving forward here? Is everybody good? I think we're ready for 22. All right, 22, we are going to factor that top part. So we have x squared minus x minus 6, so that's going to factor to x minus 3 and x plus 2. We're all over x plus 2, and we're still equal to -5. All right, guess what those x plus 2's can do? They can cancel. So now we're down to x minus 3 equals -5. We can plus 3. So we're checking at x equaling -2. I want to make sure that doesn't cause our denominator to go to 0. -2 plus 2 would give me what? 0, so guess what? There is no solution here. No solution. All right, our next guy's 23. He's a little easier. Again, these 3 problems right here, or 23 is pretty easy compared to the other ones. 23, 24, 25 were really some time-consuming problems here. What's great about 23 is that I got the same denominator, don't I? Okay, so basically I'm just going to add them together. I'm going to tell you where you can't. It has to be identified values of expression is undefined, so x cannot be -3. Has everybody got that? Not a problem there. All right, remember we're going to have to distribute this negative out. All right, so we're going to have negative x squared minus 5x minus 4. Now that's going to be minus 5x squared, and that's going to be minus 2. All right, let's combine some stuff. We got negative 1 and minus 6, so or minus 5 gives us minus 6x squared, so we're done with those. I'm going to have minus 5x, and then I'm going to have minus 2. And I'm going to put those over x plus 3, that's fine. I'm not sure. I think the answer probably will look something like that and say x cannot be negative 3. Everybody okay there? 24 and 25 do not have the same denominator. All right, yay. Everybody should be excited about that. Not really, huh? All right, we're going to have x plus 9. And here we're going to have x minus 1 plus negative 12x minus 68. And here we're going to factor this to x minus 7. Nope, x plus 7 and x minus 1. All right, so what are we missing? Well, we're missing, of course, x plus 7. So we gotta have the x plus 7 here, x plus 7 here. So we got a little work to do. X times x, that would give me x squared. And then I'm gonna get plus 9x. I'm just FOILing over here. That's gonna give me plus 7x. And then I'm gonna get plus 63. So that takes care of that side. Over here, I still have minus 12x, and then I have minus 68. So there's the top. The bottom is gonna be this. Of course, there's your bottom. All right, the top, can we put some stuff together? We certainly can. We're gonna have x squared. Change the color so you can maybe help us out here. We're gonna have x squared, so that takes care of that. I have 9 and plus 7 gives me 16. Minus 12 gives me positive 4x, so that takes care of our x's. We have positive 63 and negative 68, and that would give me minus 5. I think it just says add those up, right? So there we have it. Of course, that would be over x plus 7 and x minus 1. Don't have to worry about anything that's undefined. Everybody feel okay there? Last one for today, 25. Last one. Again, subtraction. 2x squared minus 56. The bottom is the difference of perfect squares. X plus 4, x minus 4, minus x plus 7 over x plus 4. All right, what are we missing? Well, we're missing x minus 4, aren't we? All right. we will FOIL this. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this along. 2x squared minus 56. Now, that is subtract all that, so we can do it as we go, which I think I'll do. I'm just gonna make one of these negatives, okay? So I'm just gonna make this negative x. Negative x times x will give me negative x squared. Negative x times that would give me negative times that would be positive 4x. Maybe we better go back and just do it without doing that, so I don't want to confuse everybody. We've never done it that way, so I'll go back. It's going to be subtract, and we'll just FOIL this regularly. So x times x will be x squared. That's going to give me minus 4, and then I'm going to end up with plus 7, so I'm going to end up with plus 3x. I'm just combining those middle terms and not writing them out, and then we're going to end up with minus 28. 7 times negative 4. So now that'll be 2x squared minus 56. Now it's going to become minus x squared minus 3x plus 28 after we distribute. Kind of tedious, huh? Sorry. All right, we're down to the final path here. 2x minus 1 will just get us x squared minus 3x, negative 56 plus 28. That's, what is that? Negative 28. And that is all over x plus 4 and x minus 4. How about that one? That is where we're going to end it today. Wake up with 26 tomorrow. Thanks for hanging in there, folks.